At some point, people's faith will falter and will start to believe that God does not care, but God does care tonight. We looked at what we do when our life falls apart. This week, we are going to look at the importance of keeping our faith in God during those times of struggle. It is very difficult to trust in God when it seems like everything in our life is crashing in. Have you ever had a period in your life where everything was going perfect? You were doing great, winning everything, having great vacations. It seemed like absolutely nothing could go wrong. Then all of a sudden something does. Suddenly you're living a life that looks nothing like what you ever imagined. Have you ever been at the point in your life you didn't think it could get any worse? It seemed like everything that was once normal came crashing down in front of you, leaving nothing but a broken mess in its place. We've all been there, and we all may go there again. We've all been to that point where we felt broken. We've all been to that point where we felt alone. But God was always there with us, and He'll be there with you tonight. Just let go and let God. You know, I was at church tonight, and God was speaking to me about brokenness. You know, I thought maybe it was for the church, but God said do it here. But you know, there's so many people that are broken. There's so many people that their lives are in a shamble. They don't see no way out, and they feel like everything's crashing around them. You know, I've been there in my life. Been there time and time again. There was days all I wanted to do was cry. There was no joy. There was just pain. It's brokenness. But God said He's about to release you tonight and mend those broken pieces. You know, in my life, it was a year in the making. Day by day, I got a little bit stronger. But God picked up the broken pieces. And each and every day I get a little bit more stronger. And if God can do it for me, He can do it for you. He can mend broken hearts. He can put together the brokenness. He's the potter and we're the clay. He will make us and mold us into His image. Jeremiah says that He has plans for you. You know, it's very true today, because God does have a plan for your life. You may not know that plan right this very second, but God will reveal it to you. And when He does, you'll have a new outlook. You'll have a different understanding. All things pass away. All things become new. Maybe your brokenness is in your church life. Maybe it's in your family. Maybe it's through divorce. Maybe it's through failed relationships. Whatever it may be tonight, God may not always mend the relationships, and God may not always mend the marriages, but He'll mend you, and He'll make you whole again. You know, there was a time in my life that somehow along the way I lost the sight of me. You know, I felt like I was nothing but an inner shell. But God picked me up. And God can you too. It's been quite a while since I've been broken. Been over a year. But each and every day I get stronger. And if God can fix me and all my broken pieces and shattered lives, He can mend you tonight. You're stronger than what you're going through tonight. I'm not going to open up the Bible tonight. I don't feel led to. I'm not going to preach to you a long sermon. I don't feel led to. But I'm going to just talk to you a little bit. In that meekness. In that still small voice. And I want you to know tonight that God can make you. And God can mold you. And you may be broken. But if you just release your faith tonight, the veil is about to be broken. And it's going to reopen for you. He says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. You're about to have your breakthrough today, if you will accept it. Those that are listening to this on YouTube, or even Blog Talk Radio, either or, I want you to comment this, if this is for you, and say, I accept. I accept that I'm no longer broken. I accept that God can pick up the pieces. I accept that God is there listening for me. And He knows my heart, and He knows my desire. And He knows everything about me. And I accept Him. And I am willing to let go and let God. And when you're willing to accept that you can't do it on your own, and you're going to need the help of God, you can make it. You're stronger than your weakest valley. Our weakest moments only make us stronger. Don't look at how big the problem is, or don't look how big the mountain is, or don't even look how deep the valley is. But just look up and look how big our God is. The God we serve is greater than any valley, any mountain, any storm, any depression, any illness. He's greater tonight, and you can make it. Let God mend you and mold you into His image.